In the last lesson, we took an assessment over the Japan unit. If you need to make up the test, please do so. Our next unit is on Southeast Asia. Where is this region? Although we have studied individual countries up until now, we will cover this region as a group. It has many smaller countries, mostly made of islands, that are scattered south of China and Japan. The black stars indicate these countries, which are helpful for you studying this map. Let's practice locating Southeast Asian countries. This activity is not for a grade, but it is for practice for an assignment later. Click the blue link on the side after you open today's Google slide deck posted in Google Classroom. This area has a lot of diversity of life and land. Amazingly, it's made of over 17,000 islands. The majority of the land is covered with rainforest because of its location near the equator, which means lots of sun and humidity with monsoon weather patterns. So many islands were created by volcanoes. For example, Indonesia has over 100 active ones. There are also lots of tectonic plate boundaries here that trigger earthquakes. Such activities also trigger tsunamis. The largest recorded earthquake and tsunami event was in Indonesia, also called the 2004 Boxing Day disaster. Included here are a few videos that try to capture the enormity of this tectonic event that moved an entire island. Beware, some images of these videos are graphic. The first video explains the details with simulations. The second video shows the first actual tsunami that hit Christmas vacationers that never got a warning. The damage on land was extensive. The third video shows just how much the ocean had been sucked away from the beach, exposing land far out. Back then, many people did not understand the connection between ocean earthquakes and tsunamis, so they were venturing way out, not realizing the faint white line of the first tsunami building on the horizon that would swallow them. Although you may not understand the language of the video recorder, it is easy to understand when they realize they are filming a disaster in progress. This slide shows the data of the disaster. The map on the left shows the green island that moved entirely along the tectonic fault line. The right map shows how the waves spread out across the Indian Ocean and the time that they arrived. Although Indonesians did not have enough warning time to get to higher ground, people in India, the Middle East, and Eastern Africa did, sometimes hours of notice. So the death tolls were less than they could have been. Worldwide, the death toll was over 230,000, making it one of the worst natural disasters in history. As if Indonesia didn't have enough dangers, the world's largest recorded volcanic eruption also took place there in 1883. After a series of smaller eruptions, an enormous blast broke off the side of Mount Krakatoa. The picture at the bottom right is an actual rock that was blown from the volcano, with a human standing next to it for perspective. This created sound waves that were heard by human ears 2,000 miles away. Specialized recording devices were also recording the sound waves as they reverberated around the planet. So much ash was spewed into the atmosphere that it blocked the sun and cooled the earth for a few years after the explosion. The ash also changed the color of the sky. The famous painting called The Scream on the bottom left is said to have been inspired by the Krakatoa ash that traveled around the world, including Norway, where the painter lived. One thing to come from Krakatoa's ash trail was that scientists learned that there was a jet stream of air that circles the planet, creating weather patterns. Today's assignment is a few games in your ConnectEd digital textbook. When you log in, look for an assignment for Chapter 5. There will be 3 levels of games identifying Southeast Asian countries and cities. You can choose any level to play to get a great score.